Okay, so we're breaking camp at home because we're actually going to go camp at a campground. And I am taking off our tire covers that cover up these very pricey Michelins that we have to have. Starting a little pile right there. So we're going to go around the other side here and get these two off, that one and that one. I'm going to show you what it should look like when these things come off. Here. So, this is how easy this should be. Pull it right off, lay it on the ground, good to go, right? Okay, that's easy enough. So, the problem is, the rear ones aren't behaving. So if I go to pull this off, it looks like it's going to behave, and then look, it's caught. It's caught under there. So I'm like, okay, so what's going on? Why is it caught? How come it doesn't just pull off? Both back wheels are like this. I don't get it. I put my hand up here. I don't even know if I can get this, if I can show it to you. Up here, the frame is resting on the wheel. Well, it might be about a ½ inch above it. Okay, so that's new. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Do you know if it's supposed to be like that? Because I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. So now I have a new mystery on my hands. Just wait till I tell Amy we have another question mark about what's going on. So, let me spin this a little bit differently. We're always learning something new. And the list just keeps getting added to. So I'm going to do a little research and figure it out. I know that the motorhome, the whole thing will raise up once we get it started and the air gets into the suspension. I know that will happen and that'll be just fine. But, let's get these over here. But is it supposed to settle like this when it's parked? We've been parked here about 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. So, I'll keep you posted. Wish me luck. Well, she's running, and that flap, I've been using this flap as a gauge for how close to the ground we are, and we're definitely getting some air in the suspension, so we're improving. So maybe nothing's wrong. Maybe it's just that there was no air left in the suspension bags in there. Hopefully that's all it was. Always learning. Listen to that beautiful diesel. Yeah, it's looking better. Okay. Have more space here. Oh yeah, look at that. This was way down here. This was like a ½ inch away from the wheel. So, better get out of the way. All right. Well, that's at least a little bit of good news. We're on our way. So the latest development today is we got to the campground, and apparently our reservation starts in 2 days. It doesn't start tonight. So we have to figure out where are we going to stay, what are we going to do. We have some options, but our stay was supposed to begin tonight. So Amy's on hold. She's not very happy. Okay, she is over there. Oh, no, she's not over there. Oh, she's not happy. And then, of course, you're on hold forever because no one has their ducks in a row for the campground. No one knows what's going on. That's always nice. So we're just waiting to hear. Do we have a campsite? Do we have to boondock? That is the question. There's Amy in there talking to them on the phone, trying to get us a spot for tonight and tomorrow night, hopefully. She was gesturing a minute ago, and it sounds like they're going to make something happen for us. Let's see what she says.
Okay, can you hear me? We're site 57 for tonight and tomorrow night, then we're site 88.
That sounds great. Funny how suddenly they have a site available for tomorrow night when we were just told they were full.
It was very nice. You probably looked at my account and see that we stay here quite a bit and that we're staying here for a couple weeks. It's not just a one-night, overnight thing.
Yeah. They should treat us like that anyways, but at least they made something happen.
We're site 57. Do you want to go check it out and tell me which way to go?
Yep, I'll go check it out, and I'll be right back.
Just radio me. You don't have to come back.
10-4, good buddy.
Hurry up, because Gracie's whiny.
All right, here I go. All right, I'm going to go check out site number 57 while Amy waits in place and see how we get into it. I'm very glad that they have something for us. We brought the car tonight, or for this trip. We brought the car because we have to drive.
57 is a back-in.
57 is a back-in. Okay. We brought the car because we have to drive back a couple days each week to do some work. Yep, I gotcha. So let me find site 57. All right, we found site 57. It looks really good.
I wonder if they try to leave that open for handicapped or something.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, here comes Amy. I better get out of the way. All right, time to go get set up. There's little Gracie. Gracie, you checking out the campsite? We've been here for a grand total of about 15 minutes. I've already talked to two of our neighbors, had great conversations with them. Lila. Lila's making friends too. All right, we get into our actual spot, and we're pretty level, but we're gonna level it anyway to see if that helps take some of the pressure off the wheels, since we're going to be here for 2 weeks and we had that issue of the wheels settling, or the frame settling on the rear wheels. So here's our leveler. Now lifting up the motorhome a little bit. Well, look at us, like about 3 inches or so up here. And we've got rear levelers. Back there, I'm not even sure they're going down. Oh, here we go. There it is. There's the one I've been videoing, coming right there. There's 2 back there. What's really nice, I always freak out when we level. I don't like it because it moves the whole rig around. But what's nice, when we're already pretty level, this one's doing some more work. So no pressure on the front wheel, and we're level. What I was going to say is, what's nice about leveling when we're already level is the rig doesn't have to move around too much at all.
Done.
Done?
Sure, better experience than in the other motorhome.
Yes, that's very true. The other motorhome, the whole rig would jerk around, and I'd always freak out, and I'd stand about 20 yards away, like, I ain't going near that thing. Alright, it's time to get set up in our spot. The reason we chose this spot is because it's got this huge yard and a tree. Not only one shade tree, we've got 2 shade trees, whole bunch. I don't count these as shade trees because you can't really sit under them, although they give us some shade up front. But we have this big yard here, and there are only 2 or 3 sites in this campground that have a yard like this because of how it was designed. So we requested this site, and then last night, as you saw earlier, we didn't get it, but the people were really nice, so we talked to them. They were leaving a day early, so we were able to get in. So, ready to set up?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, I gotta go do work. So we just got all set up at the campsite. I'm gonna give you guys a tour of our outside setup because it's pretty cool. It's mostly for containing the dogs and us so that we can be together and not worry about them getting out. So this is a little bit different than you see at most campgrounds. We kind of, some might say we overdo it a little bit. We think it's perfect. So I'm going to show you guys our cool outdoor setup. Okay. This is our setup. Show it to you from, we've got pretty much a whole yard and we're all fenced in so the dogs can be out and free, but they're contained. You can see Lila sitting there, our chairs, and then here's Gracie with her little, she's got her own little self-contained setup in here because right now she's such a baby. She still eats all the grass she can get a hold of, don't you? Yes. And we don't want her eating grass. And we've got the strollers.
Or bugs. Or sticks.
Or anything that goes in her, anything that can possibly go in her mouth.
Bugs. Sticks. Bugs. More bugs.
More bugs. She's funny. So, this is our setup. In the corner we've got the grill right here. The grill table, and then this whole gated yard has a front door way down there and then a back door right here so that we can get out and we can take walks down that street, and then there's a little road behind us, we can take walks down that street, and that's our setup. We really enjoy it. We get a lot of compliments actually, and there's some people who haven't even seen these gates before. Here's the gates. These are the gates that we use. And then right here, this is going to be a pop-up screen room in just a minute. No poles, it just pops right up. It's really cool. And then some cornhole, fire-up chips. All right, Amy's going to pop up the screen room. And while she's doing that, if you notice, we have 2 picnic tables. Now, a regular campsite, you don't usually get 2. You usually get 1. But where we're at, this was originally designed, this site, and there are a couple. The one that way to us is also designed this way. Was originally designed to be 2 sites. So because they have it laid out like that, there are 2 picnic tables. Well, if there are 2 picnic tables and no one's going to miss it, we're going to use it. Did you see how easily that room popped up? This is a 10 by 10 screen room with a floor, tarp floor, in the same shape It's I think it's a hex there. Yeah, hexagon shaped floor to match the shape of the tent. So we're going to put it over the picnic table. And just like that, we've got the screen room over the picnic table. Took two of us, we just lifted it up real quick. I didn't have a good place to prop the camera right then. So we are taking up a lot of this yard. If we have, just to note, if we have a skinnier yard, we will only take up our space. And this is our space, but we just have a lot of it, so we're spreading out a little bit more. So I wanted to show you sort of a better perspective of the nice yard, how lucky we got to get this site. This is the area that we have, and it is all ours because this guy here, their yard is over here, and they're gone. I'm going to show you. This is the typical yard size here. It's probably 8 foot wide. It's long and skinny. And this is the amount of area that we usually get when we camp here. We actually do camp here quite a lot. So we take up pretty much every square foot that we can get when we get this regular size of lot. So this time we were really lucky to actually nail down this site so that we can have this big yard. So I wanted to show you that to give you a little bit better of perspective.
So I know Amy was just showing you our nice big campsite. I wanted to share a little tip. You're able to see most of the campsites and the sizes at the different campgrounds if you use the satellite image on Google Maps. We use that to help us choose our sites when possible, because that lets you see, are you getting a little tiny site? Do you have something right smack in the middle of it? Do you have any trees? Do you have any shade? So that's really helpful. So little tip. All right, have fun.
So we got one of these neat little radios. It's a wind-up radio where you turn it, gives it a little bit of a charge. Put it back together here and turn it on. Look at that. Yeah. So it's one of those emergency radios. Does not need batteries. You just wind it like that. We love this thing. It provides enough music outside for us to enjoy without being too loud, so nobody near us is hearing our music. Just another little camping hack from Amy and Amy. So thanks so much for watching. We appreciate your support. If you've liked our videos, please subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, and we will see you guys on the road.